2008 Honda Accord transmission fluid drain and fill. I'm Brian Eslick from Automotive, and we'll walk you through that process. So you're going to start by getting the vehicle racked up, and or if you're doing this at home, you're going to lift up the nose of the car as high as you can get it, and make sure you use floor jacks and jack stands, and lift her up. So from underneath here, we need to get this lower shield off. So you just pop these little clips out. So there's gonna be a couple of them every couple inches here. And once you get the shield down, then you're gonna need a drain bucket. I found one of the best ways to get these little clips off is to use a flat blade screwdriver. So you stick it in there, and you pry it till it comes down a little bit. And then you can use a pair of pliers that look like these here. And then you can reach in there, grab them, and pull the clips out. There's also going to be a couple of these clips up here on the inside of the fender well here. So you'll follow it up, and then you'll see it up there. So go ahead and pop those out, and then that'll allow it to swing down. To save time, after I got quite a few of the clips off, I just hooked a bungee cord on it and pulled it back and hooked it on the front of the bumper or the grill. And now that the shield is far enough out of my way, what I'm going to do is so if you're looking at it, here's the drain plug for the oil pan. If you look to the left of it right here, you'll see this this plug here, and you'll put a 3/8 drive ratchet in here and crack it free and loosen it up. And that's your drain plug for the transmission. So go ahead and start draining it. So now that it's draining, after it's done draining, what you're going to do is you're going to inspect your washer. If it needs to be replaced, get a new washer for it. And if it's in good shape, whatever, you can reuse it. So after it's done draining, you'll put the plug back in, and you'll torque it down to 36 foot-pounds. After it's torqued down, then you'll just put your shield back up, and you just push the clips back into place, and it holds the shield back in. Then you'll lower the vehicle down. So now that we got the vehicle back down on the ground, we need to fill it up. But we need to fill it up with the proper transmission fluid. So this is the proper transmission fluid for this vehicle. It's called the ATF DW1. You get it from your local Honda dealer, or a lot of parts suppliers, they sell this also. So after we get the right amount of right fluid, right here below the air cleaner here is the dipstick. So you can go ahead and reach your hand down there and pull it out. Now if you have a long funnel, you can go ahead and just put your funnel in there and you can fill it here. But if your funnel's in short, or if you can't get it in there, you can just go ahead and remove this air snorkel. So you'll just loosen the 10 bolt here. And the 10 bolt here, you can leave this hooked up, and you can probably just pull it off and kind of push it out of your way. And this car takes exactly 3.5 quarts of this DW1 transmission fluid. And what you can do is put 3.5 quarts in it. You can go for a test drive. And then when you get it back, you actually check Hondas. You check the transmission fluid with the engine off. Some cars you check it with the engine running, but on Hondas you check it with the engine off. So when you get back from your test drive after putting 3.5 quarts in, you'll just double check it. If it's a little overfull, you could drain a little bit out, or if you need to add, you'll just top it off right here. But pretty much every time I do it, the book calls for 3.5 quarts, and pretty much every time I do it, it's right on the money. So as you can see, I just unbolted it and just kind of maneuvered it out of my way. It's unbolted on both ends. So now I got my long funnel here. I'll be able to fit it down in there, and now I can add my 3.5 quarts of transmission fluid. And you want to pour it in slow because you don't want it to overfill and spill out of the hole. So after you're done filling it up, you'll just put the dipstick back in. Make sure it fully seats in there with the rubber grommet. And then put your air boot back on, and then I recommend you test drive it, and when you get back, double check your fluid level. And that completes the transmission drain and fill on a 2008 Honda Accord. I'm Brian Eslick from Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos and encourage you to subscribe. Thank you again.